Hello everybody, my name's Haedox and welcome to my first ever top 10 list. Being a huge Pokemon dork, I first wanted to talk about something that is fairly new to the Pokemon universe, Mega Evolution. See, Mega Evolution occurs in battle when a trainer and their Pokemon reach the pinnacle of friendship. That or the trainer Pokegens a 6IV shiny Pokemon and slaps a random stone they found in the wilderness and presses a button. It's up to interpretation, you know? These Mega Evolved Pokemon acquire a new look, new abilities, sometimes new typings, and different base stats that usually benefit that Pokemon. Some Mega Evolutions like Mega Gengar and Mega Blaziken are even seen as too powerful and become uber Pokemon, forever being banned from competitive play in many different parts of the internet. This list will take into consideration two things: the usefulness of the Mega Evolved Pokemon in battle and the design of that Mega Evolution. Please also note that this list is opinional, meaning that it is true beyond all consideration because it is. However, if you disagree with me or your favorite Mega Evolved Pokemon did not make the list, let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, let us count down the top 10 Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Number 10. Sableye. This little guy and I go way back. In the days of my youth, as I was going across the Hoenn Victory Road, I stumbled across this purple soul-stealing, rock-munching demon, and it demolished my entire team. From that point onward, Sableye has managed to ruin countless Wi-Fi battles and spread rage across my playthroughs. So when Mega Sableye was announced, I declared that I would use him to ruin other people's days. Not only does Mega Sableye get a sweet design, with him hiding behind a rupee, but he becomes a defensive behemoth. With his new ability Magic Bounce and his raised defensive stats, Mega Sableye can take hits and deter status effects. Plus 2, Sableye can open up a battle using a priority Will-O-Wisp, then Mega Evolve to increase its chances of dominating the matchup even further. Number 9. Manectric. Now, if you've been following me around the internet for the past 6 months, you will know right away that I simply adore Manectric. In fact, I try to incorporate him into every single team that I make in competitive singles battling. When Manectric Mega Evolves, its base speed and special attack increase from 105 to 135. These changes, with the addition of the ability Intimidate, make Mega Manectric a formidable opponent to one of the biggest threats out there, Talonflame, and of course does pretty well facing other Pokemon. Plus 2, his Lightning Bolt dog design looks spectacular. Number 8. Latias. Of course, Mega Latias gets an added boost to every base stat except for HP, causing it to be a more balanced Pokemon in defensive and offensive situations. However, there are more Mega Pokemon that do it better in my opinion, like Mega Alakazam and Mega Manectric. The reason why Mega Latias is on this list is because of a little something called soaring. Minor spoilers ahead, so beware. See, in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, after you defeat the legendary Pokemon, Steven gives you an Eon Flute, which allows you to fly upon a Mega Latios or Latias' back above the Hoenn region. This was by far one of my favorite parts about the game, and I have spent 10 hours just flying around on top of my Mega Latias. Plus 2, this eliminates the need for flying your party, because who doesn't want to fly on top of a Pokemon in real time to get to certain towns or routes? I guess many people, actually. Number 7. Rayquaza. Alright, so if you have not completed the Delta episode in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, there will be minor spoilers ahead, so tread lightly. You're staying? Oh, well, you see, Rayquaza is a special Mega Pokemon due to the fact that it Mega Evolves just by having the move Dragon Ascent. This is almost the strongest Mega Pokemon out there, with a 780 stat total and a whopping 180 base attack stat. Mega Rayquaza is a force to be reckoned with, and if you can get a Sword Stance off, this dragon can sweep almost anything. Its move pool also allows it to have some decent coverage, and it can take care of a Primal Groudon or a Fairy type pretty easily using Earthquake or Extreme Speed. Not to mention, its design is gorgeous, and I love it. Number 6. Swampert. This is kind of a more personal pick, but let me explain how amazing Mega Buffpert is. Mudkip was my first starter in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and since I knew about Mega Swampert at that point, I named it Buffpert. After the main story, I bred myself a 6IV Mudkip and trained it to be a powerful monster. When Swampert Mega Evolves, it gets a 150 base attack stat, raised defensive stats, and the ability Swift Swim. If it can get a Rain Dance off, it can outspeed most competitive grass Pokemon like Sceptile or Venusaur. Mega Swampert's move pool also benefits the Pokemon tremendously. Its Stab, Earthquake, and Waterfall are amazing to have, and Ice Punch allows it to deal with its one weakness, Grass-type Pokemon. In addition to being a monster on the battlefield, its new design makes it look like it can juggle monster trucks. I mean, what's not to love? Number 5. Mewtwo. Mega Mewtwo was actually the first Mega Pokemon the world was introduced to, but we just didn't know it at the time. I remember people calling the picture of its Mega form Mew 3 or Mewtwo 2, and when the world was given the information that Mewtwo was actually something called a Mega Pokemon, I instantly went to online forums to get a shiny Mewtwo in hopes to Mega Evolve it someday. That day came on October 22nd when I discovered Mega Mewtwo Y was my favorite new Mega Evolution. Its design was slick, and it made Mewtwo seem more powerful yet wise and quick. Plus, it had a 780 stat total, which made it the most powerful Pokemon in X and Y. Needless to say, Smogon banned it pretty quickly, despite it being vulnerable to Dark, Bug, and Ghost types. Although, Mewtwo's vast move pool allowed it to deal with these types pretty well. Oh, and which form is better, you say? Well, I like its Y. Y is better. Number 4. Slowbro. Slowbro has always been one of those Pokemon I turn for stalling and for occasionally sweeping. I just adore its derpy design and all the things that you can do with it. Its Mega Evolution is no different. Mega Slowbro's body has almost been fully engulfed by the shelter that has been living on its tail. The design of Mega Slowbro is phenomenal. It just looks so derpy and funny. Slowbro doesn't even mind that it's now a spinning top. In addition to having arguably one of the best Mega Evolution designs I've seen, it has a huge defense stat and a decent special attack base stat. These new stats allow it to efficiently run the Rest, Talk, Calm Mind set. Although I prefer Slowbro not being asleep, it is a great Pokemon to use to stall opponents and to sweep if you set it up correctly. Number 3. Charizard. Everywhere I seem to turn on Battlespot, I see a Mega Charizard, and I guess I'm a hypocrite because I used Mega Charizard several times, but what can I say? I love Charizard, and his designs for Mega Evolution, both the X and Y form, are superb. His Y form, which is my favorite, is incredibly useful in any type of battle. With its ability Drought, Mega Charizard Y can demolish almost any Water-type Pokemon with one single Solar Beam. Not to mention, his Fire-type moves are great to use to sweep in the harsh sunlight. The only problem I have with Mega Charizard Y is his vulnerability to Stealth Rock and Thunderbolts, which are common in the competitive scene. Because he is so overused, I think just about everyone seems to have a counter for him, and usually one Stab Stone Edge or 2 Stealth Rock entries can knock out a Mega Charizard Y, so I tend not to use him as much anymore. Number 2. Blastoise. So let me tell you a story. It was last year, and I was home sick. Shady Penguin, my Pokemon idol, challenged his Twitter followers to a battle. I responded right away, and he chose me to battle him. I was so nervous, I remember shaking every move I selected. It was a UU tier battle, so I brought a Mega Blastoise, and I used Hydro Cannon to essentially destroy his last team member. As I watched back his commentary of the match, he said he had never seen a Mega Blastoise do that before. I felt inspired, so I used Mega Blastoise a lot from that point on. I have so many fond memories of battling with him in X and Y, and Mega Blastoise is actually a decent Pokemon. It's great for special attacking, it has great defense, and his design is beautiful. Number 1! Metagross. My first time actually seeing a Metagross was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I remember wanting one on my team right after I saw it. The design intrigued me, and after a couple years in Pokemon X and Y, I spent 2 weeks trying to breed a shiny Beldum. Eventually a friend gave me a shiny 6IV Metagross, probably hacked, but I loved it anyways. I EV trained it, I constructed my own moveset for it, and I used him for 6 months on Battlespot. He would usually lead my team, and I can recall Metagross demolishing tons of Pokemon, yet also getting beat a lot. When I discovered that he would be getting a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I instantly pre-ordered the game, and I prepared 6 different Metagrosses, each with different natures, moves, and IVs, to see which benefited Mega Evolving the most. Turns out my original Metagross that my friend gave me was the best Metagross to Mega Evolve. Although Mega Metagross is not the best Mega Evolution out there in terms of speed or power, it is a pretty evenly balanced Pokemon. Its new stats are all up to 105 or above, and its Tough Claw's ability make the moveset of Meteor Smash and Z Headbutt do a sizable amount of damage. Also, its new design with it floating in the air as all 4 legs are turned to the opponent is excellent. Well, that does it for my top 10 Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. If you like my opinions or dislike my opinions, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching and take care. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.